Hello. Good evening and welcome to Tuesday night stream with me, Ant. I'm just going to unplug my headphones though, so just bear me 1 second because my headphones are tangled up. He's not good. Come on. I really need to invest in a pair of wireless headphones. Headphones. I don't have any speakers anymore. Right, you guys could probably hear that as well, I'm not too sure. But hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Murphy, how's it going? Alex is feeling better, which is good. I said hello. Ace's Transport waves hello, so I'll wave back. Mr. Zanuck, heyo. I hope you are not drinking in the pub and watching this in the pub. If you are, get every single one of those people in the pub to watch along to the YouTube stream sensation, which is not me. Oh, right, let's just check on the baby before we go any further, because he could be the downfall of the entire stream. He is teething. He is not very well at the moment. He looks asleep. That's good for me. Oh, I've got hiccups. I've got hiccups, man. I've got hiccups. Can I just say what a fantastic week so far it has been for our little YouTube community. I'll just open YouTube if it works. Your videos. Let's go into the background of the dashboard. 158 subscribers, 1,588 subscribers, and we were awarded a 225,000 views on our channel. Hats tipped off to you guys. Brilliant, and to be rewarded, you got a video today. I've literally got another one rendering behind me. I don't know why it shows my earnings, because I don't actually earn anything. I've not been paid by YouTube yet. I don't know how much you have to get paid by YouTube. Don't worry, I'm back home now. Mate, honestly, if you were out there drinking, are you getting tired people in? Yeah, so how's that one actually doing analytically? Analytically, it's in the right place. This is where it's going wrong in the reach. If the likes don't match, the percentage of people watch the video, YouTube goes, I'm not sending that. It's pretty sus. Where if the analytics, obviously the algorithm plus the engagement. So you guys engage with this video really in the first hour slowly. Then the likes came in, and then once we get the impressions, the click-through rate, everything, it all works. The likes are it. Another fantastic stream. Elijah Transport High, opinion on the B7 Geminis. Well, you'll have to wait, won't you? You'll have to wait. We might have been driving a B7 Gemini today. We might have been. I don't know actually what I was driving today. What was I driving today? Have a look. What was today's work? Today's duty is the Blackburn 152. Oh, it doesn't say, does it? Departing from Blackburn to Burnley. Usually it says what bus you're meant to use with the thingy. I must say I'm very proud of how this channel has come up with brilliant work. Hey, I take some of the credit for it. I mean, I make the videos. You guys do the real work. Like, I just make the videos and carry on hoping that they're entertaining. So I'm proud of every one of you for watching them. I think the Hotline 152s are Geminis, aren't they? Are they Hotline 152 plus. What are they? I agree. Mine's still out there this morning. Mine might not be actually still out there. Mine is not. No, mine's gone back home. I think I drove that one this afternoon. Let's have a look. I'll know if it's mine, because I was late. Let's have a look. 10:52. Burnley bus station. Padiham Road. Probably wasn't me, that one. This one might be me. Nope. Because I was late to Preston. I was stupidly late today. But didn't wait at the timing point. What? No, because I was home by then. No, maybe I didn't drive that one. Maybe I drove the. Could have drove that one. That could have been me, because I was late this morning. I ran late all day. Hey, fancy on transport and stuff. Hello, hello, hello. Right. Oh crap! Really closed OBS. Then that would not have ended well. Right. What we was doing? We were looking at a game, weren't we? We're gonna. I don't think I've played this on stream. I'm gonna try and play it on stream. We may default back to our normal City Bus Manager stream. We may default back to it. Yeah, so I have rendered. That video's rendered. Right, can I hear sound? Bus boy Ben, hi. I'm going to continue the game that I've already been playing off stream. This is my supermarket. It seems to be really popular this game. I must admit, I do enjoy playing it, but I have got to that point now where it does kind of frustrate me. Mainly because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. And that's what I mean, I might not continue playing it because how frustrating it gets. I love the Harrogate buses, and they will soon be fully electric. You probably know. I am aware of Harrogate's new fleet coming. If I get time this summer or autumn, we will visit Harrogate, and we will be doing a lot of the once they're all launched. My plan is to go out there and just basically have like maybe a day or two in Harrogate of just riding buses. Obviously I don't know what people think of that. Let's have a look. Spaghetti. Do you know what? That's already out of my. I'm gonna go back to City Bus Manager. The buses I ride always run like 5 to 10. Oh, that's it in my eyes. That's why I'm gonna do it, because I've not got VSync turned on and my eyes aren't that well. Because I'm tired, right? It's the problem, because I've been working all week and Sebastian's been slightly ill of his teething. I'm just knackered. Everything, I'm just like zonked. I haven't missed anyone. Have I? Options on the B7 Geminis. Elijah, we've got a video on that, so I think the B7 Geminis are what's on the 152. I like them. I had fun driving them today. If anyone saw me, I got in trouble. I got in big trouble today. Also, the we have a thing. If you can name that football club on the back, football ground on the back of that video, I will still give you £1. I'll now double it to £2 if you can figure out what Muriel is on the back of that 464, and it isn't Accrington Stanley. It's meant to be Accrington Stanley, but it's not. I'm giving it away now. Hang on, didn't we have specific buses for specific things last time? Oh, yeah, shit, good point. They drive the 152. I think we need to get more, and they drive the 4s, don't they? Okay. I'll wait for them all to come back. We're at that point where it's getting busy in here. You need cleaning before you go. So yeah, the East Taros, they've got a lot of Mercedes-Benz investment. Like, they've put a lot of money into, you know, buying Mercedes-Benz vehicles, which is a shift really, because Obviously, Opta was their big favourite manufacturer a long time ago. There's about 150 Opta buses at the company. Then it became ADL. I don't know what happened, where Alexander Dennis came back into the picture, because I wasn't around at that point. Obviously ADL came into the fray, and because York and County have got ADLs and stuff like that, so they've come into the picture, and all of a sudden, I don't know if it's because France has now taken the reins back on the company, but it seems that Mercedes have become a favourite. Is this the black livery? Is this the black stagecoach livery? Because if it is, I've seen that. I think I saw it like 2 days ago on like Coach and Bus World or something. I was looking around and saw it. But yeah, I don't know if it's something to do with Mercedes, with France being more involved in the running of the company, that we're going for Mercedes-Benz's. Is it a good thing? I think it is. I'd like to see. There is rumours that there is a new 464 fleet on its way. They haven't told us what we're getting. Indicator, that's fine. Yeah, they haven't said what it's going to be. There's no rumours towards it. It's just, it's coming. Now that to me feels like when they say it's coming, is it good? Yeah, it's the black one. I really like it. I will go and get it later on. If we're still here, Ryan, later on, I will pull it up. Do you know what, Ryan? You know, because it's you. I'm sure I saw it. I don't know where I saw it. If anyone knows where it is, reg for the... We'll get to the regs later, Alex. The 152 needs an upgrade. No, the 152... What, in our thingy or in real life? Where did I bloody see it? There's a new livery, and it's like a black with like the beach ball at the back. Something similar to that, but it's not the Queen's Jubilee. If anyone's got it in the Discord, tag it in the Discord, and I'll bring the Discord up. I don't know where I saw it. Is it that one? That one. We'll find it. Someone find it in the Discord while we're waiting. Is there any electric buses coming to Blackburn? There's been work. People. Oh, hang on. That's fine. There's been work around. Around Blackburn to check if it can be electrified. Yeah, but no one's got an updated version of it, have they? I've seen it somewhere this week on... Someone's posted it this week on one of the forums. There it is. There it is. Put it in the Discord. Cheers, Ryan. We found it. It's lovely. Hopefully BRL MCCVs. I think we've discussed where I think they're gonna go with the 152s. I think they're waiting for Zebra. You can finish that bottle off if you want, Jack. There's some Coke in the fridge. Yeah, I'm on one now. Don't worry about it. I'll get some more tomorrow if you want some. Sorry. York went electric transdev, 80%. What's the benefits of being a bus driver? I don't know, really. For me, it's knowing that I've always got a job at the moment. Like, I'm weekly paid as well, so we get paid weekly. So I earn about between 400 and 500 quid a week. So for me, it's they're the same shifts. That's the same bus. I'll just put that on then. So let's have a look. 152 needs an upgrade. Yeah, I think Blackburn Bus Company are waiting for the Zebra funding. I think they're waiting to see what's happening with Zebra. If they get Zebra funding from the council, if the council wins Zebra, I think we will see electric buses in Blackburn. I think the new 152s might be the X43 buses like they did with the Gemmas. I don't think the X43s are ready to move away yet. They're too new. I think it was 7 years before they renewed the fleet. I was driving a Blackburn route today. I was on the 152 today. I put it on social media that I was driving it. I don't think they'll do it because the biggest problem they've got at the moment with the Sky Class buses is they'll need to readapt the seats, and I don't think Sky Class needs to come to the 152. The 152 needs to be about space, and I think it needs to go to what Greater Manchester have done. Manchester Transport, GM, Greater Manchester Transport. Oh, Greater TFGM, is it? TFGM ADLs. They went with the ADLs for this dual configuration at the bottom. Now it's not a lot of seats downstairs, but obviously then upstairs you've got more seats because they're not Sky Class. They're all the way to the back, and I think that is where they need to go with the buses for 152, because you can have two prams. Rip most of the Harrogate Eclipses. Yeah. You get one pram on there. My wife can attest to this because my wife gets on the 152 at the weekend to go and see her mother. Her mother lives in Clitheroe. You get one pram on there. Some drivers will not let you on with another pram. Some drivers will. You can get a wheelchair on there, and then the prams can't get on. It is literally so restrictive as a bus route, and the passenger numbers are quite mixed on the 152. You've got the morning rush, which is practically school kids and parents and college kids, and then you've got the 9:30 rush, which basically, how hard is it for you to get on the 152 with a pram? It's like every time you get on, it's full, isn't it? I had to ask a woman to leave, exit the bus today, to let a wheelchair user on because there wasn't enough space, or fold the pram down. And when I took the bus over this afternoon, we had 5 prams on board. Five prams all going to Whitton Park, and they were all collapsed down. Every pram was collapsed down. I think this is mucked up, this, isn't it? I don't think there should be that many buses going out tonight. So yeah, Stagecoach Preston do well on fitting multiple prams on. Well, I think like I said, it comes down to the fact that there's just not the space on the buses. The buses just don't. That seems to be like the 9th time I've sent that bus out. It just seems like they're not viable because they are obviously which way buses, and which way is not. You're not designed to have prams on the which way. Like, I don't think many of us will agree that you go to Manchester with a pram. You go into Manchester, you're going out on a night out, you're going out on a day out, on a weekend out. You're not exactly thinking about taking a pram with you. Put you in operation. So I think, yeah, they once had 3 fitted on a decker, not folded down. I think Sarah says to me she's been on the 152 and there has been 3 on there. I've had, and I shouldn't really admit to this, I've had 4 on I've had 4 on an Opta Versa. Harrogate won't be fully electrical, sadly. Why? Why do you not think they'll be fully electrical? I think the entire fleet's going to be fully electrical, isn't it? Apart from the training academy bus. Someone asked me what's the benefits of being a driver. So obviously, some of the biggest benefits are we basically get overtime whenever we want it, paid weekly. The rate has gone up and is actually a lot better than it used to be, which makes a huge difference. Tend to find ourselves, that's not running, that we've cancelled that shift. A1s, look at the A1s, then let's go on the A1, A7, A1. We don't actually have the 154s. So yeah, and then there's like loads of other little things like transport around the country. We can pretty much go most places. I do enjoy being a bus driver. I don't understand why Harrogate won't be fully electrical. I thought that was the goal, was to get Harrogate fully electrical. I know Blackburn, like I said, they've been round at Blackburn looking at if our depot can take electric. I don't know if technically they are lying. Eh? No, read my comment, previous comment. Technically they are lying. Harrogate won't be fully electrical, sadly. Rest in peace to most of Harrogate's Eclipses, Omnideckers and Geminis. Like 80% will mostly be electric. I thought they were going fully electric. I thought the whole goal was that they were going to move everything down and there were going to be no diesel buses left. It was going to be the first. That's what the internal messages was. Yeah, I'd agree with that as well, Alex. Yeah, I do meet some nice people. I've got to admit, I did a video today about working at Blackburn, and I found some of the Preston customers a little difficult to deal with today. I'll be brutally honest. It wasn't easy. Right, we don't really have that. We want to do that one because it's free. That's free, so we'll go for that. Do shift schedule 266,000. Right, we need to go to that then, don't we? Like, what about my 59 and 21? Well, I honestly, from what I've heard internally, and obviously I don't know where the X98 goes, that all the buses were going electric. And anything that was like Sky Class was being passed down to like Keighley and Burnley because they needed buses. Again, I might be wrong. They might have just misspoke when they did it. I'm so sorry. Alright, here we go. %, of the alright. of the components in both these buses are produced in the UK. Maybe they're not then. Maybe there was just some internal mistake there when they wrote it for us lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Elijah. I was wrong. Like I said, from what was always told to us was the fact that they were going to be the first company to be fully electric, the first transdev company, because they got the Zebra funding, which is the Zero Emissions Bus Regulations Area Funds, which is what Blackburn Council have applied for this year. When the Harrogate buses in Burnley, Livery, because Burnley are trying to get all the E400 MCCs for some reason, probably because of the main line. The latest LCC funding application was for Stagecoach North Cumbria. Blackburn's also in it. The last time I checked, Blackburn, they didn't win any in Zebra 1, but I believe they applied for it. I saw something the other day about it because we'll talk about it at work, unless it's updated. It's updated since I last looked at it. Again, Preston Bus Company, if they got it, they just waste it. half the fleet's dying anyway. There was one Zebra for there was one. I don't know if that's the end of it then, but I know there was another. They applied for the latest one. I can't remember where I saw it. Because they were like, if Blackburn get it, are Blackburn going to give it to Transdev? Because they're not exactly the most friendliest, on the friendliest terms at the moment. But I can't remember where I saw it. But they definitely applied for the latest version of Zebra. So that was the latest list of people that applied for it. And then obviously they'll find out later on in the year. So I know that they were definitely applying for it because someone would talk about it in work. They were talking about it because last LCC Zebra funding application was for the Stagecoach Cumbria. Yeah, but Blackburn doesn't fall under LCC. Blackburn falls under its own council. That's the fun thing about here. One of the Harrogate buses got Burnley livery on it because Burnley are trying to get all the EC Sim 400 for some reason, probably because of mainline. I think it's because they're having loads of issues at the moment with they're dropping loads of routes at the moment, Burnley. I'm just going to go and turn the light on. They're dropping loads of routes because Vision's won them all. They're having loads of reliability issues. And I think the biggest problem they're having is the Berry buses. The Berry buses are running into loads of issues. They're just breaking down. What's your favourite bus to drive? Anything a Volvo, any Volvo or 279. I heard about the plan to have trams in Leeds. Trams in Leeds. Whew. I'm looking to apply. Right, who do I apply to? Blackburn or Rosso? I'm a little confused. I've got my CV ready. Mr. Zanuck, when you apply at Blackburn Bus Company, you get put on at Rosso. You must do a minimum of 2 years at Rosso, or no, sorry. If you are a trainee driver, so if you're like me, an academy driver, you do 2 years under the Rosso branding. Anyone that comes with a license can do up to 6 months under the Rosso licensing, and then you can apply to move internally to Blackburn. At the moment, Rosso is the where all the new people go. So that's where I work. DM Transport, when are we getting new? We're talking about you today, DM Transport. When are we getting these new Transport Harrogate buses during service? I don't know. I was expecting the information that we've been getting is very little to none. Don't you think that most buses have broken down due to the heat, especially the older ones? Yes. There is. The reason why buses break down when it's hot is for the simple reason they run for 12 to 14 hours a day. They come back to a yard, sit for 6, 7, maybe 5 hours in the cold. When the temperatures have dropped, the engines are cooled down, pipes crack, things break, and then they're brought back up to hot temperatures, and then they're working in hotter conditions and things snap. Stagecoach person seem to be still going ahead with EVs. I don't blame them, to be fair. Stagecoach would be silly not to. They seem to be butting heads with LCC2, losing Roswell to Vision. Yeah. I don't know what's happened there, because they've... Early this year... Yeah, honestly, it's dead easy. If you come into the training academy, you go through Rosendale, hence my Rosendale name badge. It is the best way to learn, I would say. If you come with a license, it might be a little bit more difficult for you because you might be used to doing more than one route. But it's a case of the 464 is a beast, and once you tame that beast and you've done like 6-7 months on there, as long as you're no crashes, no sickness, there's always jobs coming up at Blackburn. I think this year there's been 10 already. There's 9 due to come in September, and we just transfer over. Route 7, isn't it, Ryan? Yeah, so Roswell have won the Rotten Salted Bay Cup. Tommy, though, yeah, there's a lot of confusion around this because at the beginning of the year, when Roswell took over running the 481 and the 483, they lost a lot of staff and they were like, oh, we can't run these routes. And then Vision was like, we'll take them off you. And then they were like, no, we can run them now, because they didn't want Vision to take them. They really didn't want Vision to take them at all. And then they've come around for the funding again, and they've just, I don't know if they've not put in for it, or they've just decided to underbid, but they've just lost all the local routes. And now we're basically going to have loads of ex-Roswell staff and Blackburn and Burnley Bus Company staff. Some of them were good, some of them weren't so good, some of them they left for personal reasons. Now working again out of what you call it, and it just feels a bit weird. But yeah, it's weird. It is genuinely weird that we've lost all that. Hey, long shot, but would you say to someone wanting to start their own bus company, any advice? Research. Anyone that's I don't know, Keith might be getting a 36 bus from Harrogate for their school buses. Research. You need an operator's license. You need proper insurance. You've also got to remember the cost of a vehicle, the maintenance of a vehicle. There's a lot to do in it. It's not the easiest career path, I would say. Not that I want to dissuade you to do it, but it would be probably better buying an existing operator if there was one available, because it comes with an operator's license. That would be a little bit more less finicky per se. Like, say if you decided to buy someone who's retiring from the business. Right, let's have a look at buses and bus fleet. Got 37 buses. Condition looks good. Refuel. You're out there. I'll get back. Refuel. I just need a wiper. I thought it drops so dramatically when it's not got a wiper. A recent document release shows that LCC listed the annual cost for Vision. Yeah, it's a lot of money. A lot of money that Vision are. And from what I know, Vision don't have the buses to run it. Vision do not have the vehicles to run those routes. And they're already, I don't know if they've got drivers to run them. I mean, unless they do what they did last time. Last time Vision came to came into town, they stood outside the bus station handing out leaflets saying, "We'll pay you more than Transdev." And bus drivers literally picked them up and was like, "Sweet, no worries." Diamond runs a bit weird up in the northwest. Obviously, Rolter owns Preston Bus Company. My mate Gaz, who sometimes pops in the chat, if he pops in, just say hello, Gaz. They obviously operate Preston Bus. I don't know if they operate Preston Bus as like a sole entity, like separate from Diamond, but he has mentioned a few times that they're not very well run, a bit chaotic. I know people that have come from Preston Bus and found it, yeah, DM Transport videos worse. I don't understand that, Ryan. DM Transport is a family member of the, is a good lad of the thingy. We like DM Transport. We were talking about DM Transport today, me and Carly. We were sat on the sofa, and Carly's like, "Who made the banner?" I was like, "I'm sure it was DM Transport." And I said, she's like, "Who's DM Transport?" And I showed her one of your videos, and she's like, "Oh, that's lovely." So yeah, DM Transport's fun. High peak, plenty drivers, not enough buses, longer length for buses. Yeah, when they came into Lee, I remember my friend saying that they were just so unreliable that they just couldn't get a bus to save their lives. I'm gonna research solos. Let's have a look at some more solo. We may get articulated buses. We want to get some crappy buses by used. They're all darts. That's in Burnley colours. Screw you, man. That was a good offer. An hour 200. What's wrong with your engine? We ain't touching that. Anything with engine, problem. 14,000. Oh, it's 2, isn't it? I'll give you 14. Nope, I don't think I'll take that. Sorry, just Nash, just to see what you said. So I need to get so I need to apply to Blackburn, then I get put onto Rosor for a few years, and if I want to transfer, I can do it if I'm not mistaken. I've not got my PVC at the moment. So you will apply. In fact, I'll show you. It's perfectly fine, mate. It's understandable. It is very confusing. So if you search Transdev Academy in Google, go to the Academy page. I am not on the Academy. This is Alex. Dale, sorry. He's one of the Academy guys. Oh, what? I thought there was an apply button. Right. Ignore me. If you go to Transdev's website, go to Blackburn Bus Company, careers, and click work with us, and click apply now, or send your information to Dale French. Literally, if you can fill this form in, it's dead easy. And you want to say you're applying for location Blackburn, and then are you applying for a bus driver, trainee, or already qualified? Are you planning to be a bus driver? Yes. That doesn't make sense, but then just get to the next bit of it. But like I said, the easiest way is to send Dale an email. Dale French, lovely guy. Oh, sorry, Alex. I'm just. Good evening, Eddie. Good evening. How are you? I enjoyed today's video. Keep up the good content. Thank you, mate. Do you ever drive mainline Burnley Cone? No, Burnley Bus Company. So I work for Blackburn Bus Company. I work for Rosor, based in Blackburn. So we're a separate entity, and I basically just drive their routes if I'm on. So I don't drive. Somehow it still thinks Airwell's ours. I don't drive Red Express, I don't drive Airwell because I don't belong, but I am trained to do all these other routes. So, Preston may get a couple of extra Roswell streetlights. Good luck with that. They'll hate them. They'll absolutely hate them. They were clearly not looked after in the end. I think they knew they were going. I think Roswell knew they were going and they weren't going to look after him. What was Thingy saying? Do you know what's happening with the last two B10s? They're running until they die. The ones that are on the road are running until they die. Let's get some solos and darts. The problem with the solos though is they don't hold that many people and they bloody chew fuel through. Have I got 3 bus spaces? No, I haven't. Right. Outdoor. I know you like your solos. Alright. Mr. Solo Man. They're a pain in the backside to look after. Street. What am I looking for? Medium parking space. R to rotate. So I can't have a medium parking street there. This is going to be our terrible pile that we're going to work on. So I reckon, how many did I order? 4? I think over the day I need to get some extra buses. Preston have tons of streetlights. Yes, this game is City Bus Manager. Yes, it is. It is City Bus Manager. Preston barely fixed their buses, apparently that is true. Have you seen the new Stagecoach Livery on 10.6? Yes, yeah, and we just looked at it at the beginning. Ryan asked me to have a look at it. He's put it in the Discord as well. I really like it. I think it is a lovely indicator V-belt. I think it's a really nice livery. I hope that's the way they're going from all. Good evening. How many buses have you unlocked in this save? Elliot, not many actually. Hi Anthony, how are things? I haven't missed much. Not missed much. I think what we've unlocked, so if we look at buses by new, we've got the Master Sprinter, Solo SR, which is a DLC. Not DLC, what's it called? Mod. Cito, Enviro, Ramsey, City LLE, Enviro, Dart, Solo, E-Way, 530, which I think 550 is a Mercedes, am I right? Someone tell me what a 530 is. B7s, E1 and E2, Enviro Metro City, which I think is what I drive, the right, and the G2 right, which we need to buy more of the G2 rights. 152, the one, up to 53 passengers, so you can have the one, A1 up to 80 passengers. So we're going to put one of you on the A1, 50 passengers. The OC 66 passengers, up to 22. Do you reckon I could learn some mechanics of how to operate a bus company from this game? No, I think you would get rid of those MCC originals before 73 plate Transpartans. Get rid of any MC E200s that is registered. Is there any 73 plates? Oh, there's only 73 plates, is there? Well, if it's the new local, I need to get used to it again. But I'm completely lost now with this, sorry. Oh, you mean with the, yeah, if the change live to the new local. Yeah, I understand that, mate. It will be a shock. 152s, A1s, 76. We're at big buses, aren't we? 7s, the 1, 47. The wash. Put you on the 7. That Trent has some 24s now. Preston Bus are redoing the depot. It just seems to make it semi-modern. I don't know if the depot, if they need to do the depot to make the buses more reliable, you know, like because like the workshop isn't isn't at the point where its reliability is there. But but yeah, they seem to struggle really. I've just been on the 24 Reg H1. There's a lot of people from Trent Barton down here, isn't there? Am I big in Trent Barton? DM, I'm right in saying you're not far from Trent Barton, are you? Apparently, Lee, yeah, they've gone for a black livery. We had it up a minute ago. I'll just see if we can get the history. Flicker, where's Flicker gone? No, don't start doing this now, Flicker. Oh, Flicker's dying on me. Is my broadband being weird? Did someone put it in the Discord? Where is the Discord? A few bits on Flickr out the depot works. I think there are a few favourite Trent livers right here. Is the H1. In the game, you can custom all of the buses in the game, so you could only have right and drive buses. I did not know that, Elliot. I've not been on the. I've not really looked into. I knew. There we go. That is the new livery. I think it's a blacky blue. I like that, but I am from Nottingham, so I live on Trent Barton. Everyone seems to be from Trent Barton. I love it. I must be doing something right with Trent Barton. I do plan on coming down to Trent Barton. I know more about them than Transdev, plus some of your stuff worked. Some stuff worked for Trent before they moved to Transdev. Alex on Vivo, particularly. Yes, I believe they were part of the services down there. But I believe Alex has left his job up at Thingy now. You can always get more local routes if you want to get some solo. I'll get some solos. I'll get some local routes going. 22C. Oh! Did that actually come through? Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I genuinely don't know if they pop up. I genuinely don't know if they pop up in just the chat only. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. I'm not a fan of the new stagecoach. So I prefer the beach ball for me will always be the best livery. But I must admit that pulling up at night, I think that'll look amazing. Can I do anything with that? Oh, thanks, John Tullock. John Tullock. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That is the first ever super chat. I don't know why it doesn't display it on the screen. I've still not fixed it. Yes, I believe he was. I don't know why. I'm actually going to buy some new buses. I'm going to buy. Can I get 5 of them? Only 2. That almost looks like it's come from our company. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just know that he is no longer. If you get the fancy eclipses, do the Comet or the Cleveland Connection, or the Skylink Express. That's the Trent version of the Flyer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what he got sacked from Blackburn for, from Transdev for. I know there was a lot of discussion about what he'd done. Connect Right, okay, so where's the... Connect to the real cinema. Jazzy Kegs. Right. I wonder if I'm Beardwood Hospital. I know, like I said, there was something happened with him. Oh, no, that's not right. Go up there. Something happened and he was let go. I don't know what he did. And why he did it. I just know connect to at least one train station. Right, let's bring it down here then. Right, how do we get through Blackburn now? No. Stop connecting it to the Jazzy Kegs. What the bloody hell was Jazzy Kegs? Can't remember which way the street goes. I can see it to Debenham somehow. No. I should automatically finish that route off. What was I going to do then? My mind is boggled. Route 10. Call it the R10. I'll apply in the morning as I'm a little tired right now. I'll probably send an email to Dale French, see how it goes from there. I have a feeling that Blackpool Transport might be getting some new buses because there is one at Leeds Bradford Airport, I think, to replace the E200s that have Leeds Bradford Airport. Beach Ball is the best. The new stage colour will hide the buses at night more in the winter. Yeah, I think in the winter, definitely. Will you be going to the Fishwicks Ring Day on Leyland 25th? I don't think I will. Can I afford to take 2 Sundays off unpaid? I'm happy to teach you everything about them. Derby is also good for a location. And if I'm out and about, will you come to Trent Barton Land and I'll help you understand the tickets a little bit better? Of course, Johnny, I will do. If you do get fancy eclipses. Zanik, yeah, if you need any help or anything, or you've got any questions, like I said, drop me a message on Twitter. Sorry. Drop me a message on Twitter and I'll try and help you as best as I can. I do not mind. And yeah, you'll probably join me from the academy. If you do come from the academy, you might end up with me as your training mentor. Who knows? Was it a tempo that? I better refuel it. And for the Solo SR, I think it's gone out, hasn't it? I'll get it when it comes back in. R10. I'm gonna put one of you on the R10. I just googled the new livery for Stagecoach, so we're starting to get used to the current one. I much prefer the Beach Ball livery. I'm not sure about this one. I think it'll grow on you. I think it will. I think Stagecoach have always had standout liveries, which is amazing. You know how I think they've had the most standout liveries out of everyone. Oh, bugger. I just wasted money then. I pressed the wrong thing. I just wasted 20 grand. I don't want e-buses. Hey, honestly, mate, it's what we're here for. It's part of one big family. I'm still shocked that I just got £2 as a thingy. Thank you. Honestly, that's brilliant. You're all broken, aren't you? So let's repair you one by one. And tires can stay on. Light indicator. Brakes. URL out there. And clean wash. We're spending money like it's going, no problem. Yeah, I've the amount of people that seem to be from Trent Barton, I definitely feel like I need to go down and have a 709 electric, 95 passengers. Whoa, I might be tempted by that. Is this what this must be a Mercedes Benz then? Like it in blue, or is it a Volvo? Volvo Mercedes Benz? Is it a Benz? Volvo. The Volvo. Ah. Right, let's run this really fast. Have a look how our buses are doing. Time-wise, no. Buses. A1's a minute late, 7's a minute late, 7 is overutilised. We need to get some of these. I think I've got massive lawns, haven't I? Yeah, I've got 3 massive lawns. We need to pay one of these lawns back. I think the 7's the next investment. Have a look. Buses, 22s. Yeah, I don't think the 22s are fit for the That's trippy as hell, that, watching that run. New word, Daddy starts. 8 more ATs due to enter the service soon for the Mick over and the 2 for the player. Tap on, tap off payment. Arrogant have some exactly like what that, more likely a Volvo. Volvo, yeah. I thought they were a Volvo. Right, A1. You can go on an A1. You need to go on a 152. You're ready to go. You need clean and an upgrade. Clean and an upgrade. You have everything you need. Yeah, going down to upgrade. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we're meant to be getting tap on, tap off soon. There was in the article. In the article that I video about price rises, it mentioned the tap on, tap off. 62%. Should expand my network, but we're not ready just yet to expand it, I don't think. 7. Do we just keep these on the 7s? I don't know how to go about this. 152. Sevens. It's in broken buses. Metro City. Isitaro. Right, G3. Is that the engine now? Yeah, engine's gone, right. Not buying a buggered engine. The engine's its point. Once the engine's gone, it's a pointless addition. Indicator, tires, and that. So A1. The A1 again. Is that the inner circle? You used to be able to see your timetables from here. Now you've got to go over here. A1. Oh, it's lower orderly, isn't it? No smaller buses. We'll keep the larger buses to one side. Is the link in your Twitter and your YouTube bio just in case it will help? Yes, it should be. Yes. I'm 90% certain that it is in my YouTube bio. I'm now doubting myself. Yeah, just there. Literally the second thing on it. Yeah, it is the second thing on it. So yeah. Yeah, Mango gives you 10% discount on a day ticket, but does 7 and 28 days cap. I think your tickets are so confusing down there. I thought ours were bad. And ours are bad. Do I just wait for these to come in? What do we just unlock then? Tara. Grass, yeah, that's fine. I feel like I don't really want to send. I'll get down to the last minute or two before I send them out. Perfect, thank you. No worries, Mrs. Annie. Honestly, my pleasure. My pleasure. Not internal service. Right, you can go on a number 1. You have no indicator or lights. You can go for repair. In that case, you can go on a 7. Up to 46. You're free. 41, 35. Don't really want to send out any bigger services than that. I'll have to. Maybe you become available in a second. Maybe you won't. There should be buses coming back by now. I hate it now because we have 2 entrances. Screw it, you can go on the 22Cs. 6B. No. 4s. You're a 4 bus. You're a 4 bus. Something's going to come back. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Lots of people don't understand the difference between a zigzag and a zigzag plus. What is a zigzag plus? Twitter X seems to be suing companies and groups for them not advertising. What? Am I going to get sued? I'm getting sued, you're all helping me. Twitter X seems to be suing companies and a group of them for not advertising on Twitter. I hope I'm not getting sued by Twitter. I can't be out of that. Ain't nobody got time for that. There's a 4, 6B. You can wait for that 6B over there. Hi, Ant. How's Transdev treating you? Oh, Transdev's golden, mate, honestly. Like, yeah. A lot of people, I think, get frustrated with Transdev. Like the lack of communication. But, honestly, it's one of those, it's just a doddle. Like, I do one route. I do the 464. I've asked for overtime this week because I want to buy myself a new drone. I've never had a drone, and I got some money, and I was like, I want a drone. I thought it would be quite interesting to take some videos, bus station reviews with a drone. Someone said to name the SR something. Where is it? There we go. So I've asked for overtime, and at the moment, for the first time in ages, there's no overtime. Which I've never heard of. 1.5. Okay, I probably got the wrong one there. You'll tell me. I know what thing he's going to do. He's going to come in, he's going to be like, you've got the wrong one. Okay. Right. DM's going to explain this. And do you know where to get the Transdev merch? Because I have tried. Oh. Okay, so Zigzag Plus is a day ticket you can use before 9 AM, but also valid on the Skylink, Derby and Clinch bus routes. Is the shop down? Do you know, I think the shop has gone, hasn't it? Shop has gone. Right, so you may be able to get it from Blackburn Bus Company. I want the Lego McLaren. Nice. Yeah, it's like that's the only thing. I want the Lego McLaren, but it's net 400 quid. When the B5 G2s come back to Devil, can you paint them in a special with one you create, perhaps? I don't know how to. I'm very bad at painting buses, and we don't have a paint shop yet. But if you guys have got a livery that you want to put on for next episode, create me some liveries. Create me some liveries. Does Transdev operate in different countries? Because when I do a little research about the company, it seems to. Yes. So Transdev operates in. Oh, now you're testing me. Right. So there are two parts of Transdev. There are Transdev. This is Transdev, and then there is Transdev Blazefield, which is the English version. They're still both the same company. Transdev operates in Germany, Canada, French, United States, Czech Republic, Germany, France, Ireland, Netherlands, Portugal, Sweden, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. So they operate from trams to ambulances to taxis across the world. So I think in France they do the trains and the trams. They are huge. I think in Switzerland they do. No, I'm not in English. Great. Switzerland. Was it Sweden? Might be Sweden. They do buses, and they just got a new fleet of buses. They do the trains. Just put it in English, it'll be easier. And I think they do the trams as well. They are literally everywhere. I would say they're probably maybe the third biggest company, transport company in the world. But then obviously like First Group exist, and I'm sure First are owned by someone weird, like DT. I can't see chat. I'm sorry, guys. I got my Transdev socks just in time. I really wear them though. Do you prefer working away at Blackburn, or do you doing the 464s? Do you know why Irwell line moved to intact Queensgate? So you should be able to get, you should be able to still get the merch, I think, from the stores. I think you should be able to get it from Blackburn and Burnley. Blackburn more likely, unless they have binned it. So, right, where are we at? Right, I like doing 464. 464 is basically the border of what I know. Perfect. You know, like if you're having a bad day, if you wake up and you've had a bad night's sleep, and your head's with it, but you're just like, oh, man, I can't be bothered. Being on the 464 is fine because I know it. But sometimes you just need a little difference in life, and that's when working on the BBC comes in great hand. I don't know if I worked at BBC all the time if this content would have been created, because I think I'd have been so busy I wouldn't have had time to even think about making content. The fact that I was at Rosso and I was like, I've got an hour's dinner break. What can I do in my hour's dinner break? That's how we ended up with the content. Now, the reason I was going to say, because I didn't understand some of the languages that Transdev was put there's the flags bus as well. I think there's like 1,500 employees across 36 continents or something silly. The buses Irwell moved from Intact to Queensgate because they lost the valley routes to Vision, and they had a excess of drivers, of about 20 drivers, and they were like, we need to do something with those drivers. We can't just have them sat around doing nothing. So they took, I think at the time we had 4 drivers maybe that were basically 4 or 5 drivers that had applied to go to Vision, and the rest were either retiring or we were short on 464 by about 9 drivers, something like that. So they decided to basically put them drivers on the 464, and then they came up with a great idea to take the Berry Bolts. So like they just practically moved everyone around, and it was because they had so many free staff from what you call it, from them losing those bus routes. It was a bit of a shame really, because prior to that I used to be an Irwell driver. Yes, we do have the one team bus. I used to be a 464 and an Irwell driver. So like when I was having days where I was having days where I was just like, oh, you know, they put me on an Irwell, I was well happy. Irwells used to be the best route to be on, because all your customers were going to work in the morning, and then after 9 o'clock, which way is my hair meant to be going? After 9 o'clock, everybody was going to the market, and that's all you had to deal with was market. And that was brilliant, because it was just market time, and you got to know your passengers, and they loved you, and it was brilliant. The amount of free chocolate and free drinks I got being an Irwell driver was unbelievable. I absolutely adored it, and then they took it off us. I think on the 464, the only thing I've had free was a bag of crisps. No, I just had two bags of sweets for a lady, but I did give her 2 Red Bulls. Or give her a Red Bull, because I picked her up at night, and I'd already picked her up in the morning, and I was just like, I felt really bad for her. I was like, I'm gonna buy you a Red Bull in the morning. I bought her a Red Bull. How can we get to Russian Clearly Mowers? West. Maybe I have to open West. I'm waiting to get some money up, because we're chewing through money really quickly. Irwells would have been better off going every 20 minutes, not fair. I totally agree. I think as well, what they've done now with it going to Blackburn every so often is fantastic. 9:30, old people rush. Yeah, you know it. Some people call it the zombie apocalypse. I don't mind them. I'm used to them. But you do just get. I think the one where I really struggle with it is the 152, especially if the college is on, because the college kids don't go in till 10 o'clock some days. And what happens is you end up with college and old people. And it just makes life near impossible. When I first went, they were like every 15 minutes. I think they used to be, yeah, before COVID, before pre-pandemic levels. I think they're even thinking about making the 464 every 10 minutes at one point. They were that busy, but they're just nowhere near it now. And I think because they've been hit with a plague of what you call it, of a plague of unreliability. They've just decided not to do anything with them. What can you do? I wish the Indigo and the I4s were more frequent in Derby and Nottingham. I tried to spot the 481 coming into Blackburn one day last week and I didn't seem to show up, so the drivers must not have been happy about the late. Yeah, well, I went to a training day in Burnley and I said to one of the managers, I was like, I hear your drivers are not happy with the new late shifts in Evening, Joseph. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well. They said they weren't happy with it, and he was like, well, you know what the door is, they can go. We don't want them. If they're not happy about it. I was like, oh, does that mean we're gonna get them back? I'd love the AOL back. My name would sew up on that straight away. I wouldn't even bother that I'm on a 5-day roster where I'm looking after my son. I would just be like, yeah, I want to do that. I would so love to be on that. I miss the AOL. Now I believe they've had a lot of the time cut out, and they've had expectations of doing other things in between. So, like doing M's in between, which I don't think they do for us. But I want to know how it's going to be when Vision appear at Rottenstall bus station, and how Rosso staff are going to cope with Vision staff being in the canteen. Because nobody's really talked about that yet. What the plans are with the canteen and how it's going to work. And I can see this being quite a tasty one. I'm just going to go and get a quick drink. Just going to insert an ad while I do it. And then I'll see you in a sec. Much prefer the eclipses on the opposed to the Plaxtons. Ah, shit! What did I go over? Oh crap! A drink. I much prefer the eclipses on there as opposed to the Plaxton Centaurs. The Plaxtons are. The Plaxtons. I don't understand right why the Plaxtons are so badly struggling. Because essentially. They're essentially a B7 underneath. Vision ones. Poor condition MC scene coming to Burnley, the Vision ones. I've seen some of the breakdowns that Vision have had. how they manage that. And the brand new buses as well, so it's not even like they should be that badly damaged. But I'm sorry, but it's Doritos. I'm seriously hungry today. If it's too loud, tell me. Where are the Rosendale drivers going to go transfer to the other Rosal routes or the Burnley and Blackburn routes? I think they're just going to go on the Irwell and do whatever's lying around in Burnley. But I'm just genuinely, I just don't understand how. I don't understand how those Centauros, because they're ex Blackpool stock. And they work fine up there. And now all of a sudden they don't work down here. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, really. Actually, cash, we don't really need it. An A1. Yeah. Yeah, but they're the same. They shouldn't. I think it's just lack of maintenance. The garage has no maintenance. And the garage is. In fact, 1 second. It's only because when I open maps, it shows my house straight away. And as much as I'd love for you all to know where I live, unless you're sending me fan mail, this is their garage. Their garage is literally, it's Cranberry Coachways. And it is packed. I mean, it was packed when Cranberry owned it. I nearly got a job with them, all speeds, when I first started leaving university. But it's literally packed. And I've heard rumours that there's trucks in there as well. Yeah. I've heard rumours that they've struggled. Oh, sugar. Somebody forgot to pause the game. My bad. Robin, 1 second, darling. But yeah, I'm not too sure how they're gonna manage in there with more buses. I think I just think they're not being maintained. I think they need to look at something. They need to do something with the Irwell. They need to put the I think they need to put deckers on there. I generally think they need deckers at the weekends. Is Vision Accrington Depot? No, it's in Clayton. It shares Cranberry Coaches Depot, which is a very small depot as it is. They were originally trying to get They were originally trying to get moving people in with moving people, and I believe moving people were very much on the case of you're moving on our terms. And yeah. I don't know about the Team Penham ones. I think the Team Penham ones are all older, aren't they? They're a lot older. They're all different age. I thought Visions were all brand new, like, because Vision didn't have Enviros over in Bolton. They never had the Enviros over in Bolton. I'm sure they had. I don't remember them being Enviros when they were over in Bury anyway. Oh, 10, that busy. Hello, Rover. Phil's Gaming, hi up. Hope you're all well. I've been playing City Bus Manager lately. It's addictive, isn't it? Vision have a depot in Blackrod, but they don't use the school buses are stored in Blackrod. But there's not. I'm sure. I know my friend works for Vision, and she's out of Clayton Le Moors. I'd love to do an X41, but I've got to learn it. And it's changing soon. I've just realised there's a fucking there's a little Monaco. Oh no, it's not too bad, is it? I was watching live stream live. I was gonna say I've lost my train of thought now. I'm sorry, guys. The route's changing to pseudo soon, so if they come up with like a trading plan to do it, then I might do it. But I doubt they will. How have we ended up with 11 bus routes? Don't know how I'm going to get this to Blackburn. The old-fashioned way, though, I can do an effort. Oh, wolf chips. Sorry. Hi, Lanx Adventures. Will, how you doing, mate? What's happening to it? I've had my dog since I was 2 months old. 17 already. Oh my god. They're changing the route, Eddie, into the city. It's not going down Deansgate. None of the buses are going down Deansgate anymore. They're having loads of issues. Does that mean the frequency could change? It would be nice if they were a 30 minutes one with. So, 7 drivers have approached Frank about one going from Blackburn, and it is something they're looking at. It is going to be presented to the commercial team. Oh, good question. Hi, Lanx Adventures. Hi, Will. Oh, that's really nice that your dog's 17. My cat's 7 years old. I love my cat. Do you know, this is something I've been thinking about a while. There's 2 things I've been thinking about whilst driving a bus recently. Which is the shortest bus stop? Who has the shortest distance between 2 bus stops in Transdev? Which route has the shortest distance between bus stops? I thought I personally think the 464 might be up there, you know, with one of the longest routes other than the K2. What K2? The Keithley one. I can see that costing a fortune. Oh, that's fine. Oh. I don't think the hotline's that long. It's barely on the YouTube channel, but changed as we wanted to do stuff similar to Nick Bradley, my mate. Bailey, you'll have to send me some what you're doing. I'd like to have a look. I think as long as I don't think the hotline's that long. I think I got the K2 the wrong way around. Right, let's have a look. Chat is divulging into longest bus routes. I need to see chat, so let's do it this way. Right. Preston to Burnley via Blackburn bus map. No, not what I asked what to do. long does it take the Harrogate 7 to take? I've no idea. I've never done the Harrogate 7. So I know it takes us 1 hour and 30 minutes in one direction. It's 1 hour and 30 minutes in one direction. Right, let's have a look. So the 152. So the 152 from Burnley takes 1 hour. Oh no! Wow, ooh, really? 6:35. 7. So that's an hour. Hour and a half. Nearly take 2 hours. Well, I might be wrong here, guys, but maybe it is long. Might be wrong in two episodes here. Hoping to do a bit of collab with you when we're on the eventual downforce as well. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of collaboration, as long as it doesn't get me in trouble. Yeah, I think the hotline takes nearly 2 hours in some cases. Did not know that. Does not feel like 2 hours. 206 is back and not crossed off. Which one's 206 again? Yeah, but it's not done more than one trip today, so I'm assuming that's not been good for it. We're on that about other routes on that. Other than that, I think Coastliner, maybe one of the Burnleys to Keighley, 464 and Hotline might be the longest longest journeys. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I just realised I got a message on my phone. My wife's sending me stuff and I can't see it. I've got like 9 things, Samsung benefits, Carly, Sainsbury's, Pokemon Go. My wife is sending me things and I can't actually see it, so 1 second. Send me something. Instead of just telling me what it is, she's like, message me. Notifications. Oh, by the way, if any of you message me on Facebook and I don't get back straight away, I am not ignoring you. Facebook Messenger really is difficult when it comes to seeing all the messages. Like, it hides messages. I was like, someone the shortest route Transdev used to do was the 13 or 6 minutes something round trip. I'm not after the shortest route, I'm after the shortest bus stop between routes. Which is the shortest bus stop on a route? So like between 1 and 2 bus stops. That's what I'm after. Okay. Because I was driving the 464 and I think the shortest distance stop is between Band Camp, and Lloyd Street. I think it was the shortest distance between 2 stops. To the point of where I think you could easily walk between them. I think the shortest route is K9, though it has gone. I know some Rosendale Rovers are no more than 30 minutes round journeys. Okay, it's gone. You just upset someone. Have I ordered parts? Right, I could really do with shift schedule being one of the things I unlock next. I want that as well, 330. Let's have a look what we can unlock next. Could do with 300 on that. Might as well use that because I'm not doing anything. Is that I'm going to want to upgrade bus stops? A1. Up to 50 passengers. You can go on the A1 then, my friend. 152. Problem is, I think I sent extra 152s out. Shortest bus stop could be anything. Darwin's good shout. Yes. Yes, that is a good shout. It stops just by Preston bus station. Well, Ryan, that stop has only just reopened, so yeah, that could be a contender, couldn't it? That last stop. Why? Someone wanted to get off there this morning, and I just looked at him and I was like, "Mate, you are literally by the bus station." And he was, the K around through Keighley bus station, Asda, which round the corner from the bus station, has been gone since 2020. Oh, I love it. You guys know everything. You know more than I do. Right, you have to go on that. A1. How are the finances looking? Revenue. Doing well. Revenue's climbing. Day to get down? Increase the price. The one. You can go on the one. You can go on the OC. Want to hold them two back. I think the shortest stop is Queensgate, Great Harwood. Queen Street goes to Mercer Hall. You can walk it in 2 minutes. Phil's game. That's a good one. That's a good stop. That. Yeah, I think the film. I think film 4K now in the backseat at level 2 Reg President. Andy, Alan, welcome. The one opposite Band Club is even shorter. North Street, the new vape shop. Hardly ever seen a bus stop there. It's about 50 yards. There is one in Whitworth that we don't service on the left-hand side, adjacent to Tesco. We're not allowed to service it anymore because of health and safety. And how are you? Welcome to the stream, mate. It's good to see you. It was nice talking to you the other day as well. It always seems to get cut short when I'm talking to you. But yeah, so this is like an idea for a silly series of who has the shortest stop in Transdev. So I might have to write all these down and be like, guys, you're coming with me. Right, 58. You can go on that. The one, it's great. You can go on that. 22. There's a stop, isn't there? Who's complaining? Ah. Clearly I can run a good bus company. Great Harwood Primary School, we were like to excursion for about 4 hours, 6 people. Huh. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We're not putting them on a 22. You can go 22, 6B. Something's coming in anyway. Burnley Road to Burnley Road shops is well short. Few close ones. A56 near in Preston. There is, isn't there? It's one of those. So the question is, why do companies need? Why do LCC and other companies decide that they need these stops so close together? You know, because like I was showing my wife has never been to Whitworth. She's never been. Oh no, she has. She's been to Whitworth once. Took her to Whitworth because we had a look at the charity shop. There's a really nice what's it called? RSPCA charity shop, and I showed her on the map. Coming in from Face It, and I don't know if any of you guys probably don't really even know this. So you got St. John's. No, it's not go down. Get all the way to the bottom. No, I don't want to look at the business. Get all the way to the bottom, and then you got this one. This is Face It. And then if you sat in the bus stop, you can just see the next bus stop. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse. Sat there, and you can see 4 people in it. So I thought that might have been like the shortest stop. I think you sat there, obviously, and then there's Mini Street, which you don't really pick up at, which is just there, just here. And you get down to Tongue Lane, which this is one of the stops that annoys me. Tongue Lane. People, right? So that's why they do it then. The raised curb used to be there. They've moved the raised curb further down. The raised curb is now here. It used to be there. I did not understand why people used to stand there and still stand there, but now it makes sense. And obviously you get down here, the band club. I always call it band camp, which is just there, and there is Lloyd Street. Now, I don't know if you were talking about this one. This is the stop we don't service because the parked cars, they can never get into it, so we've never stopped it. Every 10 minutes, who knows if it comes back. Oh god, Keighley Jets, routes to do. Preston bus stop. Preston bus and Stagecoach stop regularly at the stop before the Preston bus station. We do. Isn't it usually run by the Mercedes? Tigger's got a few. We apparently were meant to stop there. The problem is, most drivers didn't know where the stop was. Like, I didn't know where the stop was. When I trained, there was no information about the or is it that thing now where it's going to walk? Already assigned. I don't know if it's on the forge yet. The one near Nottingham is shorter than that. Carlton Tesco. So that is my idea for maybe a video later down the line. Is how short can a bus stop be before it becomes pointless? Get that for repair. Because there are some ridiculously short bus stops. Loans. Can we pay back a loan? No, not yet. Why is the 26Bs all of a sudden just come in? Where all these come from? You can go on that. I don't care. So yeah, that's one of the ideas. Researching bus stops. I'm making some money. Oh, what time is it? Oh, we've been going. Maybe 2 hours. We get to that part of the day where we look at go on that. We might have a look at some buses and see what we can see in the old world of buses. And Alan, the one that is, I don't know why they just don't remove the sign. Low Street is known now at North Street. It used to be near the off-line. So yeah, we have requested them to remove that sign for the last 6 months. They've only just removed the sign in Baycup for George and the Dragon. And that was one where we was like, please can you remove the George and the Dragon sign? Because we were getting kids standing in it, and we were like, we're not stopping there. Come again. It's difficult to get in these bus stops. So yeah, short walk to the crossing, cross the road, and the bus stop is in front of you. Sounds like a really short thing. Again, it's just an idea. Some of the ideas for the videos that we're getting up to later this year. Hopefully, going on adventures is definitely going to be one of them, whether it be a Saturday or a Sunday or midweek. It all just depends on what Mister's like. Whether he's in a very good mood or not. I don't think we actually failed shifts the last 2 days. What are people complaining about? Travel comfort, service centre friendliness. Is somebody not friendly in our service centre? Staff? Huh. You're gone. Our employee, service centre. The village line was still not sure on how big it is. Was it? I did get a drink. Haha. Another one. I don't know. There's pointless bus stops near Derby, complete with a shelter that says, "Sorry, the I4 Indigo does not serve." There's I don't know the dilemma I've got here, because there's a stop in Rottenstall outside all the clubs and pubs, and it used to say nothing, that this stop is no longer what you call it, in service. The problem is, on a Friday night, people are so pissed someone has ripped it down, and there were 2 women at the other day, and I was like, should I stop or not? And I decided not to, because it's been, the sign's been there for years and it's just recently been ripped down. But if people are in a bus stop, would you expect a driver to stop? If you saw him, if you were on the bus and you thought, oh, you should stop for them. What's your opinion on it? You can go on 152. Hello, Flake. Because I never know what to do. 152. Ah, Flakey. Hello. I think there should be signs on bus stops and all that are not in service. Yeah, I do as well. I think they should be digital. I think we've had this conversation before about signs being digital. Oh my god, Flake. Be careful. There's like 101 cables you can knock out and kill the stream. Right, our weekly bus ticket's going up. A small increase sometimes fixes the ooh, it tickled me. If nothing stops there, then they should the stop should be removed. I think, yeah. Or turn into a coach stop. And actually say this is a coach stop. I find it funny when people when a bus is clearly full and people still get mad when it zooms past them. Oh mate, I've had it where my my bus is full to rafters, and yeah, people can see that I can clearly get no more on there, and they go 8, and then they go into the bus station and complain. They're the best ones, the ones that complain. Was that one Spandam merchant having said that the first stop is at first which one not even then the 3s and the 1-4 pass it only served by the 79. It's just weird, isn't it, how they do it at these stops. You can go on a 7 because you don't do anything. Is it worth cutting that 7 back then? 7 edit timetable. I reckon we cut it back to don't think we really need to be running it that late at night. Can we pay this loan back? I don't like how you can't pay loans back. Right, should we buy more buses? The other day, HS1 refused to pick up one passenger, even though they were close together. Yes, he put his hand out for both buses. Yeah, it's like trying to guess. It's trying to guess what you know. It's sometimes it's difficult. It's when you're a driver, you're more of a psychologist than anything else. Buy used buses. Buy 6 electrical buses. And they could go used. Isutaro. Joe Ahead Group. These videos do really well. I like Joe. I just yeah, can't keep up with him. I just I thought he was gonna do more I'm not local templates, I'm not why I'm even looking. I thought he was going to end up doing more thingy stuff. Evening, Sean. How you doing, mate? I think I spelled that right. I said that right. I have I've had stagecoach which way drivers skip people at bus stops even though the bus isn't completely full. Which way might be because they don't service it. Might be because they don't service it. Oh, where's the fire door? I have no idea where they're gonna park. No. Can't find a parking space. Right, let's just fix it. Oh, I can't even fix it, can I? Sugar. I'm gonna screw up here. I've got so many problems. got a queue of buses now. Right. Bring 2 more in. Right, so you can't find a parking space. Right. Sugar. Right. Outdoor. That's not gonna work. I've seen that Rosso have lost the Rotten Stall services. Does that mean only the 464 Noahs are left? I hope the Rosso brand doesn't disappear. It unfortunately does. It means we are down to our last few brands. It's kind of sad, realistically. I'll be honest. I don't fear for my job per se, but I am quite shocked at the fact that we are practically, what would take over Rotten Stall Services? Vision are taking over Rotten Stall Services. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a sad day, really. I just don't know, like, how I feel about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good for Vision, but I mean, it stops all the problems, because a lot of the complaints are aimed at thingy, are aimed at Rotten Stall, at those small routes. I think the 8 gets more complaints about it, just not turning up, than any other bus route. I mean, we get complaints a lot on 464, but it's one of those, it's hard to fix in the 464. It really is. The 464 problems relate to just not engineering, but we need better buses. We need G3s. What days do you drive on a Volvo, and what's your favourite livery? I like Predator North ones. And we only drive Volvos when they're available. That's the truth. We don't drive Volvos unless they're available. You have to start on a 464 operated bus. Sorry, cat. Yeah, it's sometimes on a Saturday I do get a Volvo, which is nice. But not very often. A1. Up to 80 passengers on the A1. They're not operational. What are the rest of these? A1 is 84. Refuel and wash. So look. What would some people on the Russell page mention why that bus is not running, even though it is a B? Even though it's now a B, I don't know what you mean, mate. I think the GB kite would be a good offering for the I don't know what a GB cat is. Let's have a look. Ouch, I haven't got any money on the game. Well, I'll pop your stream so I can imagine I'm playing it. It just takes some time, doesn't it, to get the money side of things in this game. It flutters. Oh, the electroliner, yeah. I think I would have it as I have paused the game, haven't I? I think I would personally have it as a decker. But saying that, it does look nice. They do look like they've got a nice configuration at the back. I do like the 4 back seats. There was at some point one of the managers was signing something to do with Wright buses. Sat there eating a KFC party buckets myself. Hey, nothing wrong with that, my friend. Nothing wrong with that. I've had KFC in years. The problem that I don't like with Wright is this whole new dashboard system that they've got. Like, just stick to what you did well. You know, I wish they saw some pictures of it. Where's all the pictures? Show me pictures. That's it, 2 pictures. Gallery. Wow. Maybe one of you lot needs to work for Wright. Just go around taking pictures. Absolutely slays. Yeah, I think the Yutong was a good bus that we had. I just don't think it would have been fit. I just don't see how it would have survived. I don't see how it's fine. Turns out the GB Hawk, I don't really like the electric buses. Not the GB Hawk. Oh, GB Hawk. Sorry, mate. I don't really like electric buses. Let's have a look at the Hawk then. I'll tell you what, let's save this so I don't cock up. Let's open a Chrome tab. Part of the video where we go and look at buses. Right. If this is your YouTube page, you're getting free. Right, hang on. I'm just gonna shut this game up. It's because I can't be asked with it. Well, that person's not really showing much inside, is it? Images. I mean, it feels like it's in between a street deck and a B7. Realistically. Don't like the front as much as I thought I would. What does the cab look like? I don't know what it is with. They've just gone so bad. They're 100% fireproof. Ah, yeah, shooting sound are really nice. Yeah, I don't know where I don't know who they're buying this off, but like they're just, to me, they're just not. They're not what I've come to think of a Wright bus. I mean, it's not. Like, for example, there's a little screen there. That screen is nigh on impossible to see when you're driving, because they don't have these type of screens. But they're the same on the street lights. When it's sunny, you cannot see what that screen says. Let's see what buses are for sale in the UK. Some of the price is ridiculous for what they are. Old plate Volvo B9TL 40k. I believe we have bought some ex-London buses recently. £2.5 for Dennis Dart. It's got one picture. I'll tell you what, if I had £2.5 in the bank, if I had £2.5 in the bank, we'd have bought that. If YouTube was making money like that, we'd have bought that. I mean, with £5, we'd bought a Riot Eclipse. That's the one of the first versions that are of the Eclipse, isn't it? You can tell with door. Oh baby. Oh, look at that Vision. I've got some buses for sale. These are rare as AF though, aren't they? There's not many of these right decks with the forward facing wheels. I wonder why they're selling them. I'm surprised at that, because you thought they'd be using them up here, considering the domination in the north of England. I have no idea when it comes to coaches. No idea. 2008 Volvo B70. Oh, 10 grand. Ex-Lovian. Why do people take these photos with potatoes? Well, like, that's telling me everything I need to know, doesn't it? Maybe even the items won't be too bad. I think realistically, we need deckers on the 464s, but we also need deckers with, you know, a decent amount of space. They need to be low floor. If they're not low floor, they're just pointless. And by that I mean they can't have. President must have a handful of front. Yeah, there's only the very rare front wheel drive. What you call it? So you don't see many of them. Oh yes, the 2009 Opters. This is when they were good. Yeah, the one step up's the easiest way. There's a new bus at Blackburn. I'd call DF Streetlights trainings because they look like that to me. Yeah. I said, is there any Omni decks for sale? Let's have a look. Open the tab. Doesn't seem to be. No. We get finance on one of these. My wife would kill me. She said we needed a bigger car. I just don't think turning up with a £32,000 Enviro 2012 will be what she expected. I mean, some of these are they look alright, but like, fucking hell, they've done to that. The door control unit. This will be shagged. It'll be absolutely. It'll be death's door. Because that's pretty much what Bus 100 was. And we all know how that went. Omni City. Do you know, I wonder if Blackburn had some Omni Cities, because I'm sure that as well, that the old configuration, the number ones used to be. On topic of the Omnideckers, the few at Preston apparently going soon. Wouldn't be surprised me, because like I said, they'd be looking to, you know, keep them up to date. I mean, that's Streetlights seem to be up for sale for quite a bit, don't they? 18 grand for an Opto Solar M960. I'd have thought they'd be less than that. She'd kill me. She would kill me. She already said, if this YouTube started going like skyrocketing and you started making money, said if I came home with a bus one day, I'd be dead. But I did say to her, what about like a Dennis, like, you know, converted into a camper van? She still said I'd be dead. The thing as well, it's not just buying it, is it? It's looking after it. Preston still need all the double deckers for a while. And may go when the next, well, for the next part when they might do start of the B network starts, if Diamond. But I know when I was in Thingy the other day, there was there was 2 Preston bus G3s parked up on layover at Rochdale. I thought to myself, they've got a bit fire. They've gone further than they should do. Oh, you baby. Oh, these used to be my school bus. Only 2 left. Yeah, but I want to know what reg it is. One of you lot will know. What reg is that? I can't read it. Skills coaches. Of course, it's in Nottingham. Everything's in Nottingham. I just realised my address is at the top of there. How is it? I always end up on one of the followers. Hello, how are you? I'm very well. Mr. Mullings. Mr. Mullings, paging Mr. Mullins. That's one of your photos, sir. I would just, do you know what? I was curious to see if they were what you call it ones, if they'd been to Blackburn, because never heard of Preston buses replacing Metrolink before. That's weird, but why? Interesting. I wonder why that is. I was wondering if any of them might have been at Blackburn at one point, because we had a lot of what you call it. Use Dennis Dart. Let's go back to this one. I just feel like there's yeah, I think realistically there's been a lot of buses over the years, but there's nothing what would be the better, but what would be the best bus if you could all buy a bus and be like, right, this is the bus I want to start my driving career with. What the bloody hell's that? Christ, that looks like a terrible position to drive in. Oh, it's manual as well. Oh, that'd kill me. Eddie, it's only summer holidays. Preston have reduced service. Yeah, I'm afraid the MKU are ones that are new to Dublin buses. In fact, every Olympian was either new to Dublin or Nottingham. Ah, I know the Olympians have history up in Blackburn. I'm sure they were. I'm sure Volvo Olympians were built up north. Yeah, they were built round here, weren't they? They'd been built in Leyland and round Blackburn. Hmm. Hong Kong, wow. Singapore, but they're still running out there, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of Leyland stuff. There's a lot of coach builders around here with the Olympians. I have two Omnilinks for sale, 11,000 after rest sold. All right, thanks for that, Ryan. I will buy a Wright Eclipse Ermine or a Gemini 1 or 2. Yeah, one of them went to Birmingham if you're referring to the OC ones. I would probably buy a Gemini. Just it's having the funds at the moment. Like last couple of months, everything's just been like proper skinting us. Like we're not at the point where we're desperate, but yeah, it's something I would like to do. I think like further down the line, Olympians run routes like the Force Blackburn Transport. Yeah, the only reason why I remember the Olympians is because I got assaulted on one up at Darwin. I got badly assaulted when I was a kid on a thingy. Hmm. And that looks like the what you call it, the totty colours. So that's why I always remember him. He was coming home as a kid and he got stabbed. Those Preston buses on Metro placement at Rochdale carried notice to saying on hire to Diamond Northwest. Yeah, it confused me. It just confused me when I was down there the other day. I was like, surely Diamond have enough buses in their fleet to not have to nick some from Preston. But it was also nice to see something that wasn't yellow. I think we had one left in the yard, but I think it's gone now. Right, solo. Yeah, I think we had one We had one in the yard for ages. But for some reason, they didn't like them. For some reason, Rosso had loads of them. Or similar, or they might have had the other variant of them, but Transdev didn't like them. I have seen that right cadet come up so many times. And we were talking about it the other day. About buying it, but $5,000 for it. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to do something what Joe's done eventually, but I don't know what Joe does for a living. But unless he's just full-time YouTuber. I've not found one for sale. Pulsar? Yeah, I don't think I've ever come across him one. I think it's like to the point now where there's oh yeah, like I said, I don't think I've ever seen a Pulsar for sale. They will do because they're out there. $25k. Stop bringing my chat up with my wife. Do you like that? To me, it just looks like a B7. I went on an X Rosal on last year, the 481. Yeah, they had one running around for a few weeks. They had one running around for a few weeks. It confused the living shit out of me because it was just like it was just randomly out, and there was no reason for it to be out because they took all our buses off us, and they just had that one bus running. Again, it just looks like a B7. I'm assuming it's just the engine that's different in it. And the chassis, is it the chassis? Is the chassis still the same as the Gemini? I wonder what was the massive difference then. So the Scania produce its own chassis for it. That's the G2, isn't it? There's bodywork, they look very similar. Chassis is a Volvo, chassis is a Scania. Oh, so they did use a different chassis then. Was it a case of at some point they just ran out of chassis? They just ran out of Volvo chassis, or did they just decide to? That's the only thing I don't understand about all this. All there's a new X Northwest one at Derby. No, I mean like they look. The outside of the chassis looks, the bodywork looks exactly the same, which I understand probably is because it's from the same manufacturer, and obviously where different manufacturers get involved, they square the body off, and then obviously that chassis, the B7R, has been used in different designs. So obviously, like it's been used in other things, hasn't it? It's been used in like the ones that Rosso now run for freaking. Well, but I couldn't understand why they would have, unless it was just cost difference. Maybe Volvo was more expensive than Scania at the time, because the lengths are the same realistically, aren't they? And nothing succeeded this though, did it? Chassis and smaller bodywork and interior all sold at a cost. I just genuinely like. I know everyone tells about it, and I just when I was looking at it, I was like, I was just confused by it. It was Euro 6 compliant? Huh, how have they done that with that one? How have they made that Euro 6 compliant? Alright, so they updated exhaust system on it. Pulsar 2 looks different from the front, smaller headlights and puffed out at the dark. They are all similar Eclipses and Scanias, but Scanias are better. I've never driven a Scania. Hello, Jack. Jack, for someone who's like, don't forget Anthony goes live. Did you forget I was going live? How do you like the Volvo 740Es? I don't know what the Volvo 740Es are. Let's have a look there. I've not seen one yet. I've not had a chance of being on one. I know obviously Harrogate have some, I think, and we're probably gonna have to go up to Harrogate, have a drive up there, and actually have sit on them, and just like, yeah, I'd love to be able to go to Harrogate and drive a bus. X Preston Solo 11 Reg. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand how they managed to get like Euro 6. They must have had to do the thingy for it. All the way down in Essex. How much are they charging? 81p more than we are. Is that S and X? The Solo will have been sent back to have that filter put on. Yeah, a lot of them did, didn't they? I know some of ours did, and they were a bit crappy afterwards. But yeah, due more to the Pulsar as soon as they replacing the Omni Cities. Have Scania just come out of the market then for what you call it, for like not wanting to make buses anymore? Oh no, because got the Fender, haven't they? There's a Fender at Moving People. Fencer. Yeah. There's that at Moving People at the moment. I've not actually been on it. If I won the lottery, I would set up my own bus company without a doubt. Oh, if I won the lottery, I don't know about setting up my own bus company. If I won the lottery, I'd probably I'd stay driving. 697 for 4 days work. Rest day work announcement, £10 per day free uniform. 23 holidays based on 4 day per week. Varying shift patterns, average. Does that work out right? £15 81 times 43. Yeah, so you're expected to work 43 hours a week. What would I get if I worked 40? Oh, I might have to start working. I might have to start working 43 hours a week. Oh, I'll be able to buy that drone then by end of the year. So I wonder how that bus has ended up all the way down there then. I wish they'd just give us a price. Hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, Cam. Hey up. Hey up, guys. Right, let's have a look, see. I think Blackpool's getting ECM. Oh, and X Cotsworth Stone at EKT. What, that last bus that we just looked at? I'd love to know how bloody thingy bought one of them. What's his name? Vintage buses. Ugh. I don't know what that lads at work's got a route master. Maybe one day, guys. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll be able to buy a drone or a bus. I want that B9. Yeah, I think I can see why. That B9's not a bad looking thing. Oh yes, the extra support ones. Right, let's do the flicker thing. Right, come on guys. It's flicker time. If it works. Might as well get it over and done with. First one is going to be, let's see if we can find this and show this new one again. The new Stagecoach livery. Yay or nay? Thumbs up in the comments if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. Can I start that actually? Can I actually do stuff like that? In fact, I can start a poll. I don't know how far into this. I have got to ask you, how do you drive the 464 in your life? Must be so boring. You get used to it, mate. You really do. This guy, look at this guy. This guy's like, at least, I'll try not to. I'm going to get psyched. It's one of those, mate. I'm going to go with yes. Oh, no, I can't do it, can I? Sugar. No. How do I go back now? Oh, bollocks. 1 second. Tools. Where it is? Docs. Chat. There we go. Chat. Sorry, guys. I just deleted chat. Suits the E200, but not the 400. I just love it when you bus spotters take Pontefract. I've worked in Pontefract. Interesting fact about Pontefract. There is coal in Pontefract. Yeah, I don't mind, man. It's one of those. It takes a while to like get your head around it. It's easy once you know what you're doing and how it is. You know, like the route itself is interesting in its own right. Right, let's end the poll. Oh, it's ended at 50-50. Are we all done with the poll? Are we all done? Should we? Are we happy with that? So 50-50 of you like it. 10 of you voted. Can we just take a second to look at this? Right. We have captured the essence of life here. She's sneezing. He looks like he's asleep. He looks like he's mad to be on a bus. She's confused at who's taking the photo. And I'm not too sure what this guy thinks it is. I do think it's yeah, I think it'll grow on us, if that makes sense, right? Let's have a look at you guys. What you right, let's have a look. The worst thing about the 464 is that you have to work. Rochdale Depot was always the best. I never really got to work at Rochdale. I am a bit sad because when they were like asking for drivers to go down there, I did ask, and they were like, "Nah, you can't." It's starting to grow on me. I knew it would. You get used to it. I think the hardest thing about the 464 is just like is when it goes to shit, when it goes tits up, and then you've got to like recover it from a tits up status. That's when it gets difficult, and that is one of the hardest things. That is one of the hardest things. It would be pain to photograph in low light. Alan, I totally agree with you on that. Trent Barton, and it's red rings. I still think Trent Barton's got some of the nicest liveries, nicest colour jobs anywhere. H1. Let's have a look at 24 plates. Who's the top contributor? I'm not signing because mine's terrible. Paint photograph, Valley Line and the Which Way Lives are my two favourites. I do like the Valley Line. I don't think we're gonna have anything rewrapped in the Valley Line though. I do think that once the is this the hydrogen one or is this the electric? Electric. I do think once the B10s are gone, I don't know what's going to happen. Thing was with Rochdale, you had some mega flashy buses, i.e., some of the B9s, B7s, the older E200s. Most of them were buses were absolutely yeah, I believe so. We've got some of them. We've got some of them. I think the E200s went to Finger. They've had loads of issues with those E200s. I gotta admit though, Rochdale Depot always seemed like the most friendliest depot to go. I brought down once and I got told to go to Rochdale Depot, and the lad, the DM, he helped me get in. And everyone was friendly. Once they realised I wasn't a Blackburn driver. It's a 16 plate, why is that in there? It's a lot of coaches. A lot of coaches. Flexibus. I have been offered to drive for them. A friend of mine works there and his boss is looking for drivers. And I was like, what are the street lights like at Blackburn? I heard they fixed them. They've not fixed them. They fixed one or two of them. Hi, you should have a look at the Lothian buses. The street lights are from the sounds of it, they're having a lot of issue with them. They're having a lot of issues trying to get them up and running. Really, really struggling with them. I don't know what's happened. I don't know, like, Lothian. What is 316? Is it Harrogate or Keighley? I've heard Blackburn are getting it. Oh, very nice staff down there. This one under the B network. Yeah, they've become first group now. I think with the street lights, I think it's been a case of they've really struggled to get them up to the scratch. What the hell was that? We had demonetized that half naked man there on my screen. I've no idea. That will probably go to Keithley. It's a 62 player. I'd be surprised if it comes to us. There's not really much we can do with 62. Might go on the 152s. We are struggling with 152s at the moment. Did you get to? Yes, I did. I got to drive that U-Tongue. I was very impressed by that. Oh, excuse me. I was very impressed with the U-Tongue. I didn't get photographed though. I was really annoyed that. I was really gutted that it only got given to like one driver. Shame they didn't fix the street lights. No, even though I heard a lot of Burnley buses are. Yeah. Are you a driver, Cam? Do you drive for Burnley? Do I know you? Have I met you? It's an Eclipse DM transport. Does anyone else think the 319 train link livery? I also like the 391 train link livery. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, it's different. I'll give you that. Why do they just not put buses? It's very much in between a Rosendale Transport, a Roswell logo livery, with the back end of it being something different. It would grow on me. Hello, Ant, and the new H1 buses are now in service. Hello, Welgade. How you doing, mate? Yeah, 1765 on air. I mean, I know we had issues with the airwells. Like, we had some issues. But these have been problematic left, right, and centre. They've just not been very good. That's a thing, isn't it? I just don't understand what went wrong with them, because they seem to be alright when they're at Rochdale. Any photos of the new McCullers are online yet? I'm not a driver since Transdev left Rochdale. I only hear what my mates tell me. Oh, fair enough. 60 plates used to be on the 152 currently, I think. Oh, we've got everything on the 152s at the moment. Let's have a look. There's actually a fan club. I don't think you get a fan club. Transdev buses in York and Lancashire, buses of the UK. That's at Blackburn, that isn't it? That's parts on layover. 279. Again, I've got to be so careful with what I type in. Yeah, these are terrible. Let's have a look. That'll be the old bus station. That looks like Pete, that. How better was our uniform? I don't like our new uniform. I've not seen the new uniform. That looks like Brendan. See if there's any of me driving. We really do like Optos. I think the problem with the Centauros is the fact that they have spent all their lives being spares, so they're very demanding on route every day. 72 used to be a good one at Rochdale, proper rapid. Can you look at Lloyd's coaches? I saw them when I went to Wales a week, and they don't look too bad. I'll look at them in a minute. Lloyd's coaches. Yeah, I mean they worked the lives at Blackpool, didn't they? You know, they worked. Ooh, I like that. That's different, isn't it? I like it. They got a good livery. I wonder who. They all use the same. All use the same website company. I think uploaded. You can try it on my Flickr. I can't see that, mate. One's at 288. I'll be careful now. 288. Trans dev. Relevance. Date taken. Oh yeah, that is me. That was me. That's me. Wearing my jumper that nearly got me sacked. That nearly got me in massive trouble for wearing that jumper all through winter, but I was freezing. I can't drive in a coat. It's like the worst thing. Rainbow 1. Who comes up with the names of these buses at Trent? It just looks like a Darwin. The same colours as a Darwin to me. That's not a bad picture of it in the snow. Yeah, I think the main spares at Blackburn. I've got some good pictures at Rochdale stuff on my Flickr if you want to take a look. Loading buses are currently waiting on 50 brand new electric Volvo B7 ZLs. I think I don't know how I feel about Rochdale. There we go. There's my what you call it. I don't normally come. I very rarely go on Flickr. I think it's only because when Daniel came down and did a video. Relevance. See, they have a different front on them. Some of them don't have that front on. They're all ever so slightly different. These buses. Ever so slightly different. Don't know who that is. Looks like he's. Oh, when was that taken? Relevant. Date taken. Date taken. These recent ones. When was this taken? 29th. Yeah. There's Steve. That's one of the academy drivers I work with. I'm going to send a picture of that to him. I'm so sending Steve a picture of that. Yeah, your blinds are so similar. That's why your blinds are so similar. Can we see 2004 transfer possible? Can we see the yellow book here? And the person who mentioned all the names is the same person that is the one for Transdev. Ah, right. Used to have buses, a bus service called Pronto and Rapid One. Just come back from KFC with another party bucket all to myself. You really have to start sending those party buckets down our way, mate. Yeah, Cam, if you send me your Flickr information, we'll have a look at your Flickr. It's amazing when we catch drivers parking on the bottom stand. He's a bit of an idiot. We don't like him. Gets me in trouble. He's good. He's a good driver. He's a good driver. I like him. Again, not on the right stand. He's a knobhead. He's lovely. Some layover. That's Manny. He's lovely. I trained him. He was one of my favourite ones to train. I don't know who that is, but it looks like Andy. That's that guy that doesn't like me. Uncle Saj. Steve again. You can always tell it's Steve because he's got an orange bag in the window. He is a new driver. I think I trained him. He's lovely. That is a good photo. I like that. That's got some real. You can see the different colours of the panels of the bodywork and how many times we've had to replace them. I can see what Alan was saying the other day. How difficult it is to photograph the blind. Speaking of Alan, Classic Car Show bake up next to those stands on Saturday. I might bring my camera. 1700. Iqbal Mohammed, and every time we bring it in, we get fined. That look like Mo, that. He won't take his hands off the steering wheel. Save his life. That's Mo. Yep. I'm happy as usual. It's a true testament to how much crap we put on the road. Andy. That's Andy Needham. I don't know where he is. He hasn't seen him for weeks. I'm sure he's been ill. BLT9, BLT is my favourite all the time. Hi, I'm a huge fan of your channel. Coach Boston, thank you very much. Not sure, mate, if you'll let me send it. Cam, what you need to do is just like, if you send me like one of you, like a bus number that you know that you've taken, I'll see if I can find it that way. Mr. Khan, I don't know who that is. He's a good driver. He's nice. Always has his bag in the window. I don't get photographed that much. I suppose it's because I don't work as long as I used to. What was else we were going to look at? We said someone else would look at something. We've done that one. Can we see 240? 240 at Transdev. Gives the people what they want. Oh. 240. Oh, old school. Old school. This one, isn't it? I'm assuming that probably had a different number. Because that looks like an ex-Lancashire United bus, that. And it looks like... Yeah. Was it the one that was called Alan Shearer? There was one that was called Alan Shearer. Where's that taken at? It's that Aki bus station, isn't it? Aki, yes, 440. As I say, it definitely wasn't too... It wasn't... Yeah, because it's the old which way, isn't it? Old Lancashire. I once saw 1700 152 very first remake. Oh, yeah. It's been on there a few times, actually. Oh, the berry bolts. Magical Bus. Lancashire United was a beast. Totally agree. I really like Lancashire United. Was you at Bury then, Cam, when I went on the last day of Roswell? Can you look at DW coaches? We will look at DW coaches because Coach Bus Enthusiast. I was about a bit of Bury, but I was in Rochdale, Burnley, Blackburn late on DM Transport. I also can have a look at Johnson's Bro Raven and Star Wars reenactors where you at the car show last year. You can get a photo taken with them. Can I get a photo taken with the bus and the car? That's the question. Right, we'll come back to that in a minute because someone else wanted to look at. Hang on. Flickr. Right, can you look at. Right, 240. Can you look at Johnson's. I swear, if I type this into Google now and it goes up into Flickr and I get something rude. Shouldn't. Oh, wow. They're literally bringing the fireworks then, aren't they? That's really just been through some hot water. I was the one who found runners branded 734, debranded that day. Can you look at DW coaches? Copy that. Not really showing much on that one. Let's have a look on the old Google. Would be nice, but the website's absolute. I like the blue and the cream. Alright, aren't they? Old Van Hoolens. They're nice. I like them. Proper big windows. Gorgeous windows. You will find comfort, you will find it. Right, let's go back to this one. Okay. Oh, there you are. Oh, Cam, you legend. I've always wanted to see the Red Express as the Red 4. And do paper bus. I do paper buses too. What? Well, yeah, as long as you throw a quid in their bucket. Oh my god, Adam. You went past the one then. Dealer coaches, their operators almost never repair their own buses. Oh my god, you've got a Red 4. I wanted to see what the Red 4 looked like. Ramsbottom to Bury every 15 minutes. The swamp. Oh, you went to see the 36s. Oh, that was the running day. Did I meet you? I meet you on the running day. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Notts and Derby, you're getting around, don't you? They just let you into the yard then. Are they generally like pretty cool? And on the wrong route too. Yeah, I'll have a look at the Volvo in a second. I might do a paper bus of the 100. Oh, that'd be so cool. This bus always scares me because this guy here is called Dave Martin. He is the trainer for the academy. He is the most scariest man and the nicest man as well I've ever come across, but he scares me. I like the first buses. The first buses go. So you've been in our yard at night then? That's quite recent as well. How have you got into our yard? Because people aren't usually allowed in our yard at night. Not that there's a problem with it, but yeah, I just don't know how you've got into our yard at night. And even worse, I don't know how you've got into our pit because you. Can you look at South Lancs travel they brought when they were bought by Diamond in 2015? Okay, right. Let me just go back here. So can you look at the Volvo BLZs? Do a coach, right? What was it last night at Roswell? Well, look at the date, thinking it was like I was just shocked that someone let you in the yard. The proper they're not bad, but they can be stingy about letting people in the yard. I'm not saying this, but it's all right. You can whisper it to me. No. Since Thingy took over, he allows people in the yard. Ooh, that's nice. Show me the interior. I want to see the driver's interior. Oh, there is sort of press thing coming up later in the year, and I was thinking about getting it. I asked for 1100 when it was just withdrawn. We're taking a load of buses Rochdale to Blackburn to Burnley. Yeah, I wasn't. I asked if I could actually. I have been in the depot before. Yeah, but they're very strict. They used to be very stringent on letting people in. Yeah, man, who owns the company buys them secondhand. He's planning on painting his fleet, but he revamps when he revamps the company. And can you have a look at South Lancs travel? South Lancs travel. I never remember this one. Strawberry, South Lancs travel. Not in service. Panels missing left, right, and centre. Oh, is that R. Allen? Is that R. Allen that takes photos of us lot? Alan, if you're in the comments still, let me know if this is yours. Sorry, I get sidetracked really easy. Right, let's go back to self. Some funky looking buses. Colour wise. Hybrid diesel electric one. Scanias, Opters. Alright. Lovely, lovely, jubbly. E1 now, stagecoach. Oh God. Yeah, I know a lot of people. It's good to know, mate. It's good to know. Just don't be telling them that I'm an asshole, because I'm not. I would love to go on one of these. I'm gonna try and get on one. Have you driven a President before? I haven't. I know I'm gonna operate a Blue Star. Can you look at a Plex and yeah, 1 second. This is where it always descends into, doesn't it? Looking at buses on. This is like the final hour of Ooh, oh, right. I didn't know Stagecoach did express coaches. Oh, that's cool. Very weird coaches. Very weird looking things. What are you doing, cat? I can hear you, but can't see you. Yeah, they're very weird looking coaches. Like aerodynamically, if you know what I mean. Not me. My gallery is called Windy Pics. Hey, I just thought there was two Allens. I don't even. Do you know what? Before I even Google that, I'm just going to take that off the other side of the screen, just in case. I was glad I didn't search people, search groups. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't show that on stream because that would have got me spanked for demonetization. Let's have a look. What else was? It was last night. I'm not saying much. I asked for 100 when it was just withdrawn. Then we would take a lot of buses. I've been to the Trent bottom before, except one. Oh, Keithley will not let me in their depot. Keithley are funny. I think they've got some old school people. A lot of Lothian ones were just single deckers back to demonstrator. Flexing beyond now. We've done that one. Another good one's Blue Star. Sorry. Blue Star. Pacers playing. Do you know, I think I've seen these before. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen Conductor Bus. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen Blue Star somewhere. I don't think where I know them from. I think I've actually been wherever Blue Star. I've seen Blue Star before. Where they operate. I wonder if it's because there is another driver that makes videos on YouTube. And a great way to turn the stream is looking at buses like, hey, except one bus, which is a Alexander Denison Via 400 ECC. What am I doing? No, I don't know them from Blackburn, apart from a couple of the ex-Rochdale guys and the top man from Blackburn, but again, no names in chat. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. There's also another operator like to look out South Pennine Community Transport or... No, that's fair enough, man. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I have permission to continue making these videos on this channel. The top brass have spoken to me. Did Daft make an Opter? I want to now know if Daft made an Opter. They've spoken to me. They've told me what I can and can't do. We've got an understanding. So yeah, I know where you're coming from. BYD. I want to see if we ever do get a chance to do these BYDs. Oh, what's that? If you say it now, these are not buses. They're not a bus. Maybe more buses have some cool liveried old open tops. I didn't go Northwest by Blue Star before repaints HD Ridge. I don't know. Southampton, yeah. I think I've been to Southampton as a child, and that's where I know Blue Star from. Daft. I can't believe the Daft bus. I didn't know Daft did buses. After that's a lot old news, isn't it? Ooh. Sorry, I used to DM Transport makes some fantastic videos. Almost give me a run for my money. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to see if Thingy's got one of them in. So I used to work on behalf of DAF many years ago. We had a DAF dealership that we looked after. By God. I wasn't allowed in because I literally spent most of my afternoon just sat geeking out. But that looks like it's an Opter in the old, like, Starship one size. It's an X-Transdev one. We don't really recycle our numbers that very well, do we? I just didn't know DAF made buses. Can you look at M. Pearson? M. Pearson. Just checked an old photo of the Red 4 and the same buses now on the X41, and the only difference is the X41 logo placed under the Red 4 logo. So yeah, so we were talking about it the other day. Me and one of the lads at work. I don't know who was telling me about the Red 4s. They were telling me about it, and I was like, nah. I think all they did was paint the seats, change the seats inside them, and put leather seats in. But yeah, I was so shocked at the fact that all they've done is just change the logo. Did you ever do the Berry Roots when Blackman had them, the B1s for Force? No, I refused to do them. So I don't like the interchange at Berry facilities, and a lot of the duties over there required me to have the duty that I was going to be on, to have a long break. And I basically, when I found out that we would have to like an hour and a half there, I was just like, nah, mate, it's not going to happen. Daft Bus almost ran by a Reaver. Oh, was Daft Buses a bus manufacturer or actual bus company? Got me excited now. So yeah, when they asked me to go over and learn it, I was just like, no, I'm okay. And they were a bit upset about it when I came about it, but when I explained there was a medical condition around it, they were a bit more lenient towards it. But it took a while for them to be lenient towards my medical condition. So yeah, it was a bit weird. Oh, they're the Opters, I remember. I remember them at Blackburn. So yeah, until then, it's more East Midland stuff. Alex Trenton, Reaver. Keithley don't pay their schools. Can't wait for that sales for a video to come. They changed nothing with the red Force Reds. So even the seats were originally leather then in the red. I'm surprised at that. The seats were originally leather in the red. Because they're not known for Transdev wasn't known for always giving comfort out. Ribble. Oh, you beautiful beast. Ribble buses. That's kind of an iconic image of an Arriva bus. That when I think of Arriva, that's the bus I think of. The ex-London ones. Wow, you can't diss Berry like that. It's a classic. No, Berry. I don't know. Have you ever been in the canteen at Berry? It's one of the worst canteens. And obviously, I have to be really careful with my medical condition. But I've even complained about Accrington and how it doesn't help me. But they fixed it, but they don't obviously run Berry's canteen. The facilities are shocking. Unless they've changed it since I was last there. The facilities are shocking. I don't know why, because I'm assuming it's going to be the next place they look at. upgrading. Let's see if we can find some old ERF pictures. Now, these are what I grew up on. EC14s. Occasionally, we come across one of my dad's trucks. I did not know they did more models for ERS. God damn it, my bank account is going to be so empty. Do I start memberships? Just to fund buying models? Oh, Seaway Services. You beauts. These, honestly. Seaway Services. I've been in the canteen. I love it. It's very retro. Oh, it's very retro, but everything else is just. Oh god, there was a McGill's bug back there. It's very just crap. They came from the mainline originally. I don't know what the seats were they had when we got them. They then went from the City Zip where they got the seats, and then the Red Express came in. And they were meh Volvos compared to the P4. Yeah, they're not PSV wants any Trent Part time tells. I'm happy to send them you at the set. Yeah, I've heard that they're not the best Volvos. I mean, I drove one the other day, and it just did not seem happy at all to be driven. It was ready to give up, which is kind of funny because it was going out to do a full day's worth of work, and it was really not happy with itself. Oh, good old ERFs. Sorry, I'm digressing out of buses now for 5 minutes, if you don't mind. I'm just going down some memory lanes to see if I can find one of my dad's trucks. I could be more specific with the search terms. I just want to see how common it, I have an ERF. A demo. Oh. Nexus, we had them. So these used to be parked up in my dad's yard. E10s, Nexuses, the company. I always remember them because of the logo. This is something else I'd buy as well if I want lottery. I'd buy an old ERF. Because I like my tricks. My wife must dread me getting money. Snowbot even ran ERS. Bloody hell. TR Cottrell. He's had loads him. He's had loads. Cottrells. He's got loads in his fleet now. Wow, I didn't realise how popular they were back in the day. I know when I was when my dad was working, we was working. I do remember I was having something like 75 of them. So I thought, obviously the company was bigger than it was. I just want to see how if it just naturally pops up on yeah, but they clearly don't. I have to just like a proper search. What's happening with them Red Express Volvos because they're 15 years older? They will get fined. Yeah, I don't know. There's at the moment there's nothing happening with them. This is where my dad used to drive for Smiths. Nothing's really been said about what's going on with them. They're just being carried on as normal. N65. It was an annual transport Pennine run from Manchester to Harrogate. Sunday, I saw lots of old ERFs pass through Halifax. Oh, Alan. I would love to have seen that. This N65 WEN is my dad's truck when I was a kid. That Garfield is my Garfield. And this is trailer 23. It was a trailer 23 or 22. Might be 20. I think it's 12, 23. And this is what was made into the model. Yeah. So this is my dad's truck. Jack. I remember Jack the Brush, Jack the lad. He was a lovely gentleman. He died actually. He had a massive accident. I spent a lot of nights asleep in these trucks down at Castle Cement. Yeah, so that's my dad's truck, trailer 50 that day. It must have been on that one behind it though, because his Garfield's in that one, so WNG must be in WNG as well, because his Garfield is behind him. He always had a Garfield in there because I was obsessed with Garfield when I was a kid. It's a shame that there's no like proper clear pictures of him driving, and that's the model I have. I have that model. Oh, I had two of them. I have three of them, but my granddad threw one away. Yeah, we had the RFs, and we had some old ones, didn't we? What were they? They were Fordens as well. Yeah, and we got the bulk tankers. They didn't last them ones. I remember them coming out, and they didn't last that long. They ended up going on fellbinders very quickly. Ah, some good days. Some good days. Spent many nights out in these when I was younger. And probably wasn't allowed to, but yeah, I used to get in trouble all the time. Can you look at sorry, let's go back to looking at the buses. It surprised me though, like I could see trying to giving TFG the finger like they always have done. Well, I'm gonna admit they have been falling out a lot recently. I don't know what's going on with them and why. I know that there was a lot of hatred around the I do like a ribbon coloured livery. There's a lot of there was a lot of hatred around and a lot of upsetness about what happened with Rosendale Transport. You know, when they lost the contract in Rochdale. I know they pulled a lot of TFGM contracts straight away from our side. Sorry, Joe. I completely missed yours as well up there. I do apologise, mate. I'm gonna look at it now. I love a good Ribble livery. Yeah, and I don't know what's happened, but again, I don't know what they're gonna do because I think they were considering getting rid of the X41 at one point, and now it seems to be staying. So whether that means they'll get new buses for it, what I can probably see them doing is taking some of the what you call it, the ECCM 200s, whatever they're called, the Darwin buses. I've got a funny feeling that later this year, or maybe at some point in the next 12 months, that a lot of buses are going to get unbranded. From between TFGM and Transfer for the shit is not good. For the passengers, I noticed a lot of late 464s aren't going into Rochdale. They should be. All the 464 should be going into Rochdale regardless. Like I don't know if there'll be any left on bustimes.org now because they should all be done. That'll be 2 left in there. 290. They should all be running realistically into Rochdale. I always run late like, but what's Healydale looking like? 258. The lights are not affected them then. I think we do need more buses going into Rochdale at night, but the problem we have is we just don't have the stock. I mean, that bus went out at 16:19. It'll be bingo on fuel by now. How did you not manage to get to Rising Bridge in time? Well, you were proper late today, weren't you? Pulled it back at Waterfoot. What I mean about not rushing, you don't really need to rush. It should pull itself back. a proper late that one, wasn't it? Lost 4 minutes altogether. Proper lost time, didn't you? 26, 3, 3, 3, 3. Should start to pull it back. How do you not pull it back from? No, you did. You pulled it back there. I should have pulled that back dead easily. A lot of the 464s are going as far as Bake-Up. Look at the times. Oh yeah, night they do. They don't want to send them in. It's fine. They don't want to send them in. The problem is there's been a couple of things that have happened recently. We've had a number of vehicles damaged going past Bake-Up into Whitworth, and obviously buses start at Bake-Up, so some have to finish at Bake-Up. Obviously, we have 1 or 2 that start at Bake-Up. There's only 2 now. There used to be more. But it's a case of they drop back to go every half an hour then. But yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that it's nearly 3 hours route. And what's the last double decker on the 464? What's the least double? I think one of the Pride at North goes on it quite a lot. But it's a case of they're just not seeming to make their way through perfectly fine. They just end up getting either smash damaged or breaking down. Now, I don't know if they changed it from before TFGM, but there are people trying to make cases to push it later. I mean, it does go pretty late into Rochdale, let's be honest. I mean, last bus out of Rochdale is 22:50, and it takes it nearly an hour and a half to get it back. So, or an hour and 10 minutes to get back. It's just one of those. I don't know how we're gonna fix it. Maybe that the timetable we should make changes to it. But I know since I've been here, the timetable's been changed a couple of times, and that was just to help with the time running. I remember having to 2:42 on it last year, Rochdale one covering for a Blackburn based one though. Do you prefer the Blackburn versus the 464 ones? I prefer the cab of the 464 ones, and I prefer the safety feature that the 464 come ones. But I do prefer the Blackburn buses. But it's the cab that puts me off, and the seat of the Blackburn bus ones, because they are absolutely awful to drive with the cab. Honestly, some of the cabs on the Blackburn ones are terrible. The seat doesn't adjust properly. It does the weight on it. Right, my lovely people. It is now coming up to 11:30. If you would like to get your final buses in, I will do I'll do another 10-15 minutes of bus chat and buses. So if you've got any buses you want me to look at, get them in the chat now. Mainly because I've got to get up in the morning, so I'll have a look at buses. It was the annual trans pen run from Manchester. Harry got I've read all that. I'm just trying to make sure I haven't missed anyone. I have to leave now. Oh, sorry, DM. I hope you're well. Thank you very much, DM, for coming. Yeah. Is it one of them seats? Yeah, they're air assisted seats. They're a pain in the ass. They basically judge your weight, and then from there, they're just shameless. They hurt my lower back. That's the main problem that annoys me. They just hurt my lower back because there's no lumbar support. So we have air ones on ours, but we can set what we want them to. How much air pressure you want and stuff. Ooh, first bus. That's on the road somewhere new, isn't it? SK24. Alexander Dis, like the new logo of Alexander Dis. Oh, that's been hopefully recovered or took somewhere. Nice. New home. I always wonder how people get really nice photos on the motorway. Not getting blurred. We look at the X Rosso. Yeah, let's look at these. Open new tab. Oh, my bus. I think the Rosso livery was a nice livery. Or I do prefer the Rosso livery. You might as well go back up my Flickr. Still have a few more Blackburn ones at the bottom. I might have to find yours again, Cam. Mate. I've closed about 50 million tabs. Any more tabs open? Hang on, I might have. No, that one's not anything on there. I've never been in Keighley's depot. I've never been in Keighley. I've been past it. Never been in it. Oh, 48484. Oh, where did that go? Accrington, Ramsbottom, and Haslingden. Should bring that back. 484 used to cut. That should come back. That definitely. Vroom, click tap vroom. Right. Stagecoach pressing the MCC. Love the Russell livery. Beautiful. Yeah, I really like it. Joe Foley. Joe. Oh. You might want to give me a bit more like a route number. Did it look at MX26? Right, open new tab. Joe, find me a fleet number, mate, for that, or a reg. Whoa. What the treacle is that? The Wigan Ride. Get all around town. Buy from the driver. Well, I think we found a winner for livery of the year. That was now part of the B network as well. That might be one of my favourite liveries I've ever seen. Fishwicks. So what was that? What was that then? What make is that? Is that Opter? Because they look like the bloody, what do you call it? 237 was a good one. I wish they'd bring back the 273 Rotten Salt and Bolton service. 273. Edenfield, Ramsbottom. Hey, that's not a bad shout, that, is it? That's a good little bus, that. Sorry, you can't see this. That's not a bad shout, that. Yeah, because you're not far from Bolton, from Ramsbottom, are you? I think that's the problem with Transdev a little bit. They've come away from it looks like a mobile candy cabin. That's one way to. The one above is YK76. Let's have a look. Paste. Ooh. I don't know what that is, but oh, hang on. I'd Transport UK. It wasn't on my bus today, was it? On Hotline. I got smashed. Joe Foley. It's a video Plexington Centuro. Oh, okay, thank you. I tried to go to Keeper Depot. The school buses are managed. Manager told me I'm not allowed there. Well, we went for a training day once, and they were like, they just they just didn't even bother. They wouldn't even let us go in. We were at Academy as well. We worked there. Oh, the Queen's Jubilee one. Yeah, I've seen this one. Oh, I like that. That's a nice livery. Happy, healthy led. What do you think about advertisements on buses? Is it something you hate or love? Because Transdev don't really advertise on buses. Yesterday I went on the X Burnley 245 and the K9. Because Blackburn, Transdev don't really operate on there. Right, I can't look at that one because it's an absolute nightmare. Look at this guy's photos. Lad Transport UK. Gets around, doesn't he? Named after the river flowing through Preston. That aged well, didn't it? Right, you're gonna get me in trouble. So, just for a rule of thumb, anyone that does visit the yard, please know they're all right. That you cannot take picture. If you take a picture of bus 100, you are not to post it on. We don't want it posted online. If that makes sense. I know, obviously, you have the right to do what you want with your own images, but yeah, they're the ones I like them diamond ones. If one of the bosses comes on now, I'll get absolutely shattered for that. I like these new Volvos as well. It's barely 255. It's Plaxton. I love adverts on buses. Estual 4, that's the reg. Yeah, I think there should be I think there should be a, what you call it. Not happy that, is it? I like similar attachments as the. No! Oh. Did it kill the stream? Am I back? I think we had a little bit of a pause there. Yeah, sorry about that. I kicked the cable. Aliens, Romulus. So can you have a look at? Right. Hang on. I'm just getting confused here now. SGF first. What's the reg? Volvo 2450. Let's put in that one. Sorry about the delay there. I don't know what happened. Volvo 2450. Need more information on the Volvo 2450. Advertisements like the date, particular time, first, current, alien Romulus posters of one. Yeah, no, I've got to admit, it makes like I like seeing things on the side of buses. I don't know if that's what you want me to look at, but we're looking at Chinese buses. Google Lovian buses. Images. Oh, I like that. I like the colouring of them. Getting some cracking little liveries there, isn't there? Right, let's have a look. Have a look at SJ16 for Brighton. Cam, you good? Sorry, I am literally trying to click things now. Right, oh, could you do your next? Could you tour at Blackburn? Could you do 100 plus like the River one? I am not allowed to. They have like I've got a video. There's literally a video on my camera. It's on the laptop behind me. Actually, it's completely ready to go. Alex more central was driving the bus on Saturday bus today. Yeah, it's ready to go. It was a nice piece. It was all about the dangers. Oh, that is lovely. The dangers of driving, being a bus driver and what you could run into. And somebody heard that I was doing it and they pulled me to one side and was like, no man, no mate, you're not doing that video. So yeah, it got canned. Right, can you look at RDV? We can have a look, but any burnt buses we'll have to skip past. Why can't we find? We know it's there. It was a lovely bus. It did something to the exhaust on it. And as soon as they touched the exhaust, it went poor. I wonder who's made a bus model. Absolutely, I love driving it. It was a great bus to drive. I thrashed that up Rochdale so many times. There you go, 464. Oh, great bus to drive up there. Something to do with the alternator. Something to do with the back of the bus. It was a complete unexpected problem. Oh, I like that one. That's a good looking livery. Time saver. That's the stagecoach one, isn't it? Yeah, it was a bit sad really because, like I said, it was a nice bus to drive. Smelt really bad. Oh, best advert. Oh, now you're asking. I don't know. Best advert on the bus. I think anything film related, realistically, isn't it? They're the facelift variants, aren't they? All the B10s that we had. Right, and I'm going to leave it with that. Can you look at 6-4? Can you look at Stagecoach from September, October? I will definitely look at them next time. Let me just skip this ad coming up for you. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's getting to midnight. I'm ready for bed. To all of you that's been on tonight, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for coming. Keep hold of your buses and things like that. We'll have a look at them. And we'll talk about it later. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe as usual. And if you want the Discord, I don't have the Discord link, but I'm sure one of the moderators can ask for it, or you can send me a message on Twitter and I'll find it for you. Thank you for the love. Someone sending love. I don't know who it is, but I appreciate it. Thank you all for coming and hanging out tonight. I'm trying to put more content out, as you can see. So yeah, I've got 2 more videos in the works. They'll go out this weekend. Probably gonna get a Friday and a Saturday video Friday and a Sunday video, just because I love you all, because it's been super fun. As always, if I do see you on the road and I wave, thank you very much. Bus Will is me on Flickr. Thank you, Will. I'll check that out. Oh, I'm sat on yours now, aren't I? What a way to end. You get the final good night. Well, yeah. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. And again, if you see me out and about, just come over and talk to us. I am back in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.